Hello, welcome to another video. This is a video about some actions that are considered crimes in some countries, but are not criminal acts in Canada. So let's get started. Things that are illegal in some countries, but not in Canada. As we all know, laws vary from country to country. All, or almost all, countries consider some of the same things as crimes, such as murder and theft. But other things are legal or illegal depending on where you are. I will go through some of the things that are illegal in some countries, but legal in Canada. And please remember that you don't have to agree with the laws, but you have to follow them when you are here. Number one, drugs and alcohol. So in some countries, these are illegal. In Canada, alcohol is legal, but you must be at least 19 years old to drink it. It can be consumed in a private residence or home, or in a place that has a liquor license, which could be like a bar or restaurant. It can't be consumed in city parks, on the street, on the bus, etc. Marijuana is now legal in Canada, but must be used in a private residence. So again, in someone's home. There are limits regarding the amount you are allowed to have. You must not drive if you are impaired from drugs or alcohol. Impaired driving is a crime. The second topic is abortion, which is having a fetus removed if you do not want the child or your health is in danger. Though some people don't agree with it, abortion is legal in Canada for any reason. It is difficult for some people to access because it's only available in some locations, but it is legal. Number three is prostitution, which is basically selling yourself for sexual services and being paid for that. Though it may seem strange, prostitutes are protected under the law, but any person paying for a prostitute's sexual services can be arrested and charged with a crime. So typically, she won't be arrested, but if someone, generally a man, stops, picks her up, and pays her for sex, he can be charged with a criminal act. And if the prostitute was underage, the person who paid for the services will be given a harsher punishment. Number four is guns. Police and armored truck drivers can carry guns, but regular people must have a permit or license. Some people have guns they use for hunting. Others have guns they use for target practice or protection. Canadians, even those with gun licenses, can't carry guns in public places, except places like target shooting facilities. And we can't carry concealed, meaning hidden weapons. So even if you have a permit, you cannot carry a gun in your pants waistband and walk through the mall. You cannot carry guns around in public places, and you cannot carry hidden weapons. Number 5 is blasphemy. Blasphemy is the act of speaking or writing negatively or in a joking manner about God or other religious figures. This is not a crime in Canada. You can speak about religion in any ways you wish, with your neighbor, with your friends. You can write your opinion. We have freedom of speech, which allows us to voice or write our opinions. We can't threaten anyone with violence or encourage others to commit violent acts that harm a group. But anything else is generally fine. You can speak negatively against your own religion or a religion that you don't follow without being arrested. Number 6, homosexuality. Neither being homosexual, some people may refer to it as gay, or any of the sexual orientations included in the LGBTQ community, nor engaging in homosexual acts or relationships is illegal. Same-sex marriage is legal here as well. Other people's sexual choices and orientation or their sexual relationships has no effect on the rest of the population. So we believe it certainly doesn't need to be considered criminal. Adultery. This is having partners other than your spouse without permission from your spouse. It is not recommended and leads to many divorces, but it is not illegal. You cannot phone the police. It's a personal matter, not a criminal act. And some couples agree to an open marriage in which they give each other permission to have other partners, and that is their choice as well. Polygamy, this means having more than one spouse at a time. This is legal in many countries, but not legal here. If you wish to marry someone else, you must first divorce your current spouse. Although we are aware that polygamy is considered acceptable in some religions, religious laws have no weight here. The laws set out by the government must be followed. And number 9, domestic abuse. Domestic meaning within the family. No forms of abuse are tolerated here. This includes physical, which might be hitting, kicking, biting, mental, which is telling someone again and again, you are stupid, I hate you, I wish you were not here, why are you so dumb? Financial, which means withholding money from your partner, not allowing your spouse to have access to the bank account, not allowing them to use or have a debit or credit card, and sexual abuse. So as I said, one spouse does not have the right to hit or harm his or her spouse in any form. This also applies to sexual abuse. Although women are considered to be the property of men in some cultures, and men can force them to do sexual actions against their will, you can't force your spouse to have sexual relations with you against his or her will here in Canada. It is illegal. So if a wife reports that she told her husband, no, she's not feeling well, she's angry with him, and he forced himself upon her, he will be arrested. It does not matter that she's his wife, she is not his property. Men and women are considered equal in all ways under Canadian law. Males are not a step above women or vice versa in Canada. So those are the main things I wanted to discuss. Just a very quick review. Drugs and alcohol. Alcohol and marijuana are legal, but there are rules related to age and where it can be used. Many drugs, such as heroin, cocaine, meth, are illegal, and you can be arrested for having or selling those. Abortion, for any reason, health, personal choice, is legal. Prostitution, selling yourself for money for sexual services, the prostitutes will not be arrested, but anybody who pays them for their services can be arrested. Guns, police are permitted to carry guns. The rest of us, if we have a reason, such as hunting, or we enjoy target shooting, or we are a gun collector, can apply for a permit, but we cannot carry them in most public places and cannot conceal or hide them. Blasphemy, which is speaking jokingly or badly about religion, as long as you are not threatening violence, is fine. There are no rules or laws against this. You are free to say whatever you wish. Homosexuality, so gay, lesbian, bisexual, transsexual relationships, actions, marriages are legal. They are not harming anyone, and so we do not consider them criminal. Adultery, having partners besides your spouse, is not recommended and will cause family problems, but it's not a criminal act. The police will not get involved because a crime is not being committed. Polygamy, you can have only one spouse. If you wish to separate from that spouse and divorce, you can then remarry. You cannot have multiple wives at one time. And domestic abuse or abuse within the family is not permitted in any form. In some countries, their law states that it's not allowed, but nobody would ever call the police. Or the police would say, you deal with it, your family. No, in Canada, the person committing the abuse will be arrested and charged. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.